Hello, we're going to do a PopIT game. And I've opened the PopIT game, so now I am going to add a player. And I want my player to be the Little Red Riding Hood. So I'm just going to pop her in here and submit. Now I have a player. Now I'm going to add an element to the player. So I want Little Red Riding Hood to float around on the floor. So I'm going to add her here. I can either choose between one of the effects down here. So when you step on her, it can do a splash, a bubble, explode, so on. But I can also choose to do a switch. I'm going to choose the switch because what I want to happen is you step on the Little Red Riding Hood and then the wolf appears. So I'm going to add a backside picture, which is the wolf. Here we are. Also, you can add an audio, and you can either choose a audio file. You can also just record it. So what I want to happen is you step on her and she says, ouch. So I'm going to record an ouch. Ouch. Now we have the recording, and it is added to the element. And I am going to choose the player that has this element, which is Little Red Riding Hood. And I'm going to submit. So now here you can see we have the player and we have the element and the sound is attached. So now I'm just going to add more players, more elements, and then we're going to have a look at the game. So one more player here could be just a little monster. So I'm just going to add a little monster here. Submit it. Then I'm going to add elements to the monster. A blue monster. And then I'm going to choose one of the effects that already exists. So I'm just going to choose bubbles. I'm not going to add audio to this one. I'm choosing the monster player and submitting. So if I want more elements to this monster here, I'm just going to add them by clicking the plus. And we're going to add more monsters. And I can just continue up to 6 elements on this player. Just add them by clicking the plus. Also add more players by clicking the plus. And I'm just going to continue doing this, and then we're going to play the game in a minute. So the PopIT game is really good for just having fun. So you can just add little monsters, dinosaurs, balloons, whatever, for younger kids to just walk around and having them make that pop sound or having something appear that they could have a look at. But it's also good for examining something. So in the fairy tale case, you can have one fairy tale character turning into something else. So this might be a way of working with fairy tales, trying to make the kids connect between two figures in a fairy tale. Or it can be exploring different kinds of fractions, even odd numbers or whatever. So this is really a good game for many things. So let's have a look at our PopIT game. Here we can see we have 4 players. So we just choose the players we want. We have Riding Hood, we have monsters, we have genie, and a princess. You can also choose how long you want the game to be, or you can choose if you want to play against each other. Now we're just going to do this setting. Press play, and we can see the elements floating around. We can step on them, and different things happen.